Have you ever wondered how a rainbow forms in the sky? Look around you. Everything you see, hear, touch, taste, and smell is a part of science. It's in the vibrant colors of a butterfly's wings, in the sweet aroma of mom's baking cookies, and yes, even in the beautiful arc of a rainbow that fills the sky after a rainy day. Science is not just a subject we learn in school. It's a way of understanding the world around us, like solving a fun, exciting puzzle. And every day, we are all a part of this grand puzzle, whether we know it or not. So how does a rainbow form, you ask? Well, the answer is quite magical, and it all starts with something as simple as rain and sunshine. You see, when the sun's light passes through raindrops in the air, the light bends, or we say it refracts. This bending causes the light to spread out and form a circle of colors. This circle is what we call a rainbow. Isn't that fascinating? Rainbows are a perfect example of how science is at work in our daily lives, often in ways we might not even realize. And the best part? We don't have to be grown-ups to understand or explore science. We can be little scientists right now. In fact, some of the best scientists in the world started out just like us, curious kids who love to ask questions and explore the world around them. They never stopped wondering, never stopped asking why or how. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. As little scientists, we're going on a journey of discovery, a journey filled with exciting experiments, fascinating facts, and lots of fun. So, are you ready to join the adventure? Remember, science isn't just about memorizing facts and figures. It's about asking questions, observing, and learning. It's about discovering the magic in the world around us and understanding how it all works. Science is around us everywhere, and today we are going to become little scientists and explore more about it. Scene script. Have you ever seen raisins dance? No? Well, get ready to witness the dancing raisins. Let's dive into this fun and fizzy scientific adventure. All you need are some raisins and soda water. When we drop the raisins into the soda water, something magical happens. They start to dance. But why do they do that? The answer lies in the fascinating principle of buoyancy. When the raisins sink into the soda water, they are heavier than the water. But as they settle down, the fizzy bubbles from the soda start to cling onto their wrinkly surface. Now, these bubbles are filled with a gas called carbon dioxide, which is lighter than the water. So what do you think happens next? That's right. The raisins, now coated with these light fizzy bubbles, become lighter than the water and start to float up. They rise and rise, reaching the top. But the dance doesn't end there. When the raisins reach the top, the bubbles burst, releasing the carbon dioxide. The raisins, now without their buoyant bubbles, become heavier than the water again and sink back down. And the cycle repeats, making the raisins bob up and down, dancing in the soda water. This simple experiment is a wonderful demonstration of the principle of buoyancy, showing us how things can float or sink depending on their weight relative to the fluid they're in. And that's how our little raisins dance. How cool is that? Do you want to create a colorful light show right in your home? Let's make a homemade lava lamp. To start off, we'll need a few simple things. Grab a clear glass container, some vegetable oil, water, food coloring of your choice, and effervescent tablets, like those used for upset stomachs. First, fill up about 3/4 of your glass container with the oil. Now, pour in the water until the container is nearly full. You'll notice something interesting right away. The oil and water don't mix. This is because oil is less dense than water. In the world of science, we say that oil is lighter than water. Now let's add some color. Squeeze in a few drops of food coloring. The food coloring is water-based, so it will sink through the oil and mix with the water at the bottom. Ready for the real magic? Break your effervescent tablet into a few pieces and drop them in one by one. As they reach the water and start to dissolve, they create gas bubbles. These bubbles rise through the oil, carrying some colored water with them. When the gas bubbles reach the surface and pop, the colored water falls back down. The result? A mesmerizing dance of colorful bubbles, just like a real lava lamp. This happens because the gas bubbles are lighter than the water, but heavier than the oil. So they rise through the oil, but once the gas is released at the surface, the water, which is heavier than the oil, sinks back down. By making this homemade lava lamp, you've just explored some fascinating principles of science, including density and the behavior of gases. You've seen how different liquids interact, and how a simple tablet can create a gas that makes colored water dance in oil. And the best part? You can watch your homemade lava lamp as long as you want, and even make more with different colors. Look at that! Your very own lava lamp. Science can indeed be colorful and fun. Scene script. Are you ready to perform a magic trick with milk? Here comes the magic milk experiment. In our magical world of science, we're going to need a few simple ingredients: a bowl of milk, some food coloring, and a drop of dish soap. But wait, we're not making a rainbow milkshake here. We're stepping into the fascinating realm of surface tension. Surface tension might sound like a big, complicated word, but it's quite simple. It's a force that holds the surface of liquids together. Think of it as a tight, invisible skin on top of the milk. Now, let's get started with our magic trick. Pour some milk into a bowl, enough to cover the bottom. Next, add a few drops of food coloring. You can choose any colors you like. Maybe you want to create a swirling galaxy of blues and purples, or a fiery explosion of reds and yellows. Let your imagination run wild. So far, it might not look very magical, right? But here comes the fun part. Take a cotton swab, dip it in some dish soap, and then gently touch the surface of the milk with it. And just like that, the magic happens. The food coloring starts to zoom across the milk, creating a mesmerizing display of colors. This is because the dish soap breaks the surface tension of the milk, causing the food coloring to move and mix, creating beautiful patterns. But remember, this isn't just magic, it's science. When the dish soap is added, it reduces the surface tension of the milk. The food coloring, which was resting on the surface, is suddenly free to move around, creating our magical display. So you see, science doesn't have to be boring or hard. With a little curiosity and a few household items, you can uncover the wonders of science right in your own kitchen. Voila! That's your magic milk. Isn't science just magical? So, what did we learn today? Well, we've embarked on an incredible journey, haven't we? We dove into the magic of science and discovered that the world around us is full of surprises. From dancing raisins that taught us about buoyancy and gas, to a homemade lava lamp that brought the concept of liquid density to life, we've seen that science is not just in textbooks, but it's everywhere around us. Each experiment we conducted today is a testament to the power of curiosity and exploration. We've seen how raisins can dance in a glass of soda, not because they have tiny feet tapping to the beat, but because of the fizz in the soda that clings to the raisins, making them float to the top. And when the gas bubbles pop, down go the raisins, only to dance up again. And who could forget our homemade lava lamp? We observed that oil and water do not mix, and when we added food coloring and a fizzing tablet, we got a colorful, bubbling spectacle. This is all thanks to the principle of density and the reaction between the tablet and water. Then we swirled colors in milk, creating a riot of psychedelic patterns. But it wasn't magic, it was science. The secret lies in the tension between the milk and the dish soap we added. The soap breaks the surface tension of the milk, causing the food coloring to swirl and spin, creating a magical display of color. But my little scientists, our journey doesn't stop here. There's a whole world of wonders waiting for you to discover. So, roll up your sleeves and put on your thinking caps. With a sprinkle of curiosity and a dash of creativity, you can bring the magic of science to your home. Always remember to conduct your experiments safely under adult supervision. Science is not just a subject in school, it's a way of understanding the world around us. It's about asking questions, making observations, and finding answers. And the more questions you ask, the more answers you'll find. So keep that spark of curiosity alive. Keep exploring, keep experimenting, and keep learning. Because the world is a giant laboratory, and you are its little scientists. Remember, every great scientist was once a curious kid just like you. So keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep discovering the wonders of science.